Hey Lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have y'all here with me today. As the thumbnail show, we're going to be using some Dollar Tree florals. And guys, I have to admit, I did splurge. I saw these at Dollar Tree and they just reminded me of Michael's and Hobby Lobby quality, even Walmart quality. I was blown away. So I did splurge on them. I had to have them and I'm so excited to share them with you today. So this is an oldie but goodie sign I found in my stash. It says thankful and blessed. I don't know if they still have them at Dollar Tree, but I just painted that in the moss color paint by Waverly. Then next we're going to take this a beautiful napkin that my sweet subscribers Christy and Christine sent me. Thanks, boos. I appreciate it. I absolutely love this napkin. Like I told you guys in the previous video, I love all kind of colors for fall, but nothing beats the traditional colors of fall, and this napkin captures all of that. So I'm just taking my mini heat press and I'm just taking it and just ironing out those creases. Now with the dinner napkins, they do give you a larger surface to work with, to cover, but you are going to have repeat patterns with them. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen that way. You can take your water pen, separate them, but it's still ultimately going to be a repeat pattern. So what we're going to do here is take some Mod Podge. I'm going to use it on this wood sign. It came 2 in a pack from Michael's. I did use the first one a couple months ago, and I'm leaving it in its natural color because I wanted to use that and take it, use it to my advantage. Now, what I should have done here, lovies, is I should have started at the bottom, but because me being May, I did it the May way, which was the wrong way, and started at the top. But that's okay. So we are going old school with this one. We are putting that Mod Podge on, and while it's still wet, we are going to take the napkin and lay it down. Okay, and then we're going to just take a sponge and just push that down. Now, I have to tell you guys, I did want wrinkles for this piece because it's just going to add to that fall rustic farmhouse charm I was going for. Because of the wood having the little slits in it, almost like a shiplap. But anyway, I am just going ahead and applying that, working my way down. And so because the napkin was not large enough for the surface, we are going to bring in a second napkin, and we're just going to go ahead and line that up accordingly. And again, it's going to repeat out that pattern, but don't worry about that because we are going to cover this up. Don't let that overwhelm you, lovies. And I will give you guys full disclosure. By the time we finish this, you may think that it is a little busy, but the busyness is good. I promise you, I love this piece. It came together so beautiful. It captured all of fall, in my humble opinion. Now, right here, I was on the fence about whether or not I should cut those slits open or just leave them as is. As you can see there, I took my X-Acto knife, I opened them up. I did try to burn out that excess napkin, but it did not work because the slits were a lot closer together than what they appear. So what I opted to do here is take some of that Mod Podge, and I just went down into the slits and just wiped it in there, and it actually worked out pretty well. You couldn't tell it tied in with the whole rustic charm I was going for, and I wasn't mad at it, guys. Okay, so that was just a little remedy right there to fix that little issue. So then what I decided to do here is, because I wanted to elevate that wording away from the board, kind of give it that 3D effect, I'm taking some of these little miniature wood cubes that my sweet lovies hooked me up with. Thank you, guys. I just appreciate everything you do for me. Every single one of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just randomly adding these to the back of here because that's what's going to create that lift or that gap between the two pieces. So then I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of hot glue, not using anything heavier because I don't have a big enough surface for one, but Gorilla Hot Glue works really well for me, and this is going to be an indoor piece, so I'm not overly concerned about it. So then Next, I'm going to take some fairy lights and I'm just going to wrap that around the middle part there, right? And so once we get that all wrapped around, we're just going to take it around to the back and we're going to glue the battery pack down on the back, again just using hot glue with the opening part faced up so I can easily change the batteries from this. And I'm also keeping the little switch up towards the top so I can just kind of reach over. Now if you have the timer fairy lights, that would work perfectly. I don't have any of those. Maybe in the near future I'll get some, but I don't have any right now. So that's okay. So we have to do it the manual May way. So then I'm going to go ahead and separate the florals from the pick, and I'm just going to randomly put them on this picture. And I wanted to capture that whole fall leaves falling into the pumpkin patch. Guys, I love this. I really, 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 really love this. And this is what I'm saying. It's probably going to look a little busy for you, but I promise you it looks really, really nice. So then what I decided to do, just to keep going with that 3D effect that was happening here, I decided, I cannot talk, guys. I need to slow down. So what I decided to do was take the little stems that were left over from the floral pick, add those into the pumpkin patch, because you know when the fall leaves start falling, the limbs are bare. And I was like, I think this will work here. I think it will work. Y'all gotta tell me, should I have not done this part? Because I really, really liked it. I think it just really elevated the picture or the sign even more. You know, I don't know. Maybe I could be stretching for something here. Maybe because I'm just so excited about fall. But I really think it captured fall in all of it. I think it's gorgeous. Now we're going to move on into our next project using this shovel that you can find at Dollar Tree. Usually you can find them around spring and summer, or if you get lucky, you can find them all year round in the toy section. Now I did take that outside. I spray painted that in some moss paint. I thought I had the matte spray paint, but it was glossy, so I just had to work with what I had. And so now what you see I'm doing is taking some jute twine and I'm just going to wrap this around the neck of that shovel. Okay, and we're going to need this part to be here. And I don't take you through every single bit of that, but once I get it wrapped around, we're just going to go in and tack that down. And that's going to be sufficient because again, it's going to be glued to itself, so it gives a better adhesion that way opposed to putting it on the actual plastic. And at least that's what I told myself, and I think, you know, I think I'm right. So what I'm also going to do is take some of that jute twine and wrap it around the handle piece of this shovel. And after we get that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some more pieces from the eucalyptus picks from Dollar Tree, and we're gonna just glue those to where that jute twine is. And this is why I needed that there, because again, my mind just kept saying, if we put this hot glue on this plastic, I feel like it's gonna start melting it. Even though we have that spray paint on there, I just wasn't feeling confident about that. So that's where this jute twine came in. And I really feel like it played nicely with the piece. And again, I'm loving these fall eucalyptus pieces. I know I'm gonna probably sound like a broken record here, but I absolutely truly do love them. So then I had this little goodie bag in my stash. It had all kind of little fall knick-knacky things in it. So it had like a pear, gourd, pine cones, this little raffia pumpkin, and I decided to just add these towards the bottom of this piece. Now you could totally hang this, or it could be a leaner. I feel like I might put this in the kitchen somewhere. I don't know yet. I think so, but I do add a few more pieces of that eucalyptus floral there. I don't know that part was needed down there, but I added it anyway because I think I was just overly excited. So then I had this pre-tied bow from Dollar Tree, and this just really tied in with the color of the shovel. And I just love this, guys. I think it's so pretty. Then I take one of these laser cutout words that says bless. This come in a pack with other little words from Hobby Lobby. We add that right up the top there. I did add in that little wagon wheel as well. I don't know why, but I did. I like it. So now we're going to move into our next project. That we have this chunky wood piece. It is a mushroom that you can find at Dollar Tree. I don't know if they still have them. This again came from my stash, guys, but it is at Dollar Tree. I know they have chunky pieces. I just don't know if they still have these, but if they do, snag a couple. These are good for spring and fall. You see, I'm painting it in the sienna. It's like the burnt sienna on the sides. Then I use the burnt umber to stain the stem. And now I'm just taking some white paint to cover the front of it. And then for this wood piece here, which is going to be our base, this came off a little trinket box from Dollar Tree. I used the bottom part of it for something else. I have a lot of the lids left over. And I was like, why not? Let's just take this and use it as the base for our mushroom. So then I take a little bit of that Mod Podge, put that on top, let that dry. Then we're going to go in with this napkin I had in my stash that says Harvest Blessings. And I'm just taking my water pen from Dollar Tree and I'm outlining the parts that I want for us to decoupage onto the mushroom. Okay, so I'm going to get this centered. Oh no, I think it says Happy Harvest. I think that's what it says. Not Harvest. Yeah, Happy Harvest. I believe that's what it says. I can't see, y'all. Y'all know I can't see. So then I'm just going to take and put that napkin down where I want it. And then I take some parchment paper. Then I take my mini heat press and apply that to the surface. And that just reactivates that Mod Podge. And it helps adheres it to our surface. Then I take my little zip sander, sand away the excess. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do a little patchwork because I had a blank spot. And if you guys have been with me anytime, y'all know my eyes don't like those blank spots. We got to fill it in. So I'm just doing a little patchwork until my eyes are happy. And I'm just using up the napkin basically. Just, just moving it around instead of just leaving it as intended. And once I get this final little piece on here, I think that works. It gives just a little pop of color, to blend in with those fall colors. And that is going to be it. Then I'm going to take this little 1.5 inch wooden medallion I had in my stash. Now, I probably should have put this on the top of this, but for whatever reason, my brain said to put it at the bottom. But I think the reason I did that is because of how the mushroom is, how needed that surface to go across. And I felt like the wood round wouldn't have been enough. I don't know. I don't know why I do what I do, but I did what I did. So there you have it, okay? I don't know. There you have it. So we get that glued on. You could definitely use wood glue here. That will give you a stronger adhesion. And so now I'm going to take some of these florals from Hobby Lobby. And we are going to incorporate some of the Dollar Tree florals because I feel like these from Hobby Lobby match very well with the ones from Dollar Tree. And that's what blew me away. I was like, this is such an amazing match. You cannot tell these came from Dollar Tree. So once we get that covered, we're going to go in and we're going to just add a few sprigs of that eucalyptus to the back of our mushroom just to give it a little back shadow, a back glow. I don't know. I just felt like it all tied into the colors of the napkin, and I was happy to just keep going. I was like, let's just keep adding more florals and more florals and more florals. Let's just keep going. So I kept going, and I have to say, I was not mad about it, y'all. I love this. I love all the projects today, as simple as they are, and we're going to jump into our next one. These last two projects, I don't know if we could really call them crafts, more of just some decor ideas, I guess, maybe. But what I'm doing right here is I'm taking a piece of this cardstock and this little wooden tag that I think came in a pack of 16 from Michael's. I don't know because it's been in my stash and I don't have the original packaging for it. So this cardstock, it has all these little words on it like pies, pumpkin, spice, apple cider, apple, all that kind of little stuff. So if you don't want to, maybe handwrite something or cut something out on your Cricut or use any lettering or stickers or anything, this is a good alternative for that. So then you see I'm taking my Elmer's glue stick, and just like with Mod Podge, we're just going to put this on the surface, and I just feel like the glue stick works better with cardstock. If you use a Mod Podge, it will cause it to bubble and wrinkle. Now you can definitely use the iron effect, which I am still going to do here with the glue stick. It works just as well as using Mod Podge, but I mean, why add wrinkles here if you don't need, or bubbles rather, if you don't need them? So just like before, I'm going to sand away that excess paper. Now cardstock, of course, is a lot thicker than your napkin or rice paper, but you just have to apply a little bit more pressure when you're sanding it away, but it comes off just as crisp and clean. So there's nothing to worry about that. So next we're going to take this bottle from Dollar Tree. These are in the Halloween section. Now, Dollar Tree does carry the clear bottles all year round, but I saw this one and I'm like, okay, I gotta get it. I'm sorry. I know. I splurged just a little bit, y'all. Just a teeny, tiny bit. So then I'm going in with some of this, this is some jute twine ribbon, and it has a little bit of lace on it, and I just wanted to add a little something to this, and I'm going to just glue this to itself as well. And so because hot glue and glass just don't mix, you know, it's like oil and water, but I think it'll work. I think it'll hold up. So then I'm taking a piece of jute twine, I'm adding that to where the little handle is for the little pop cork there thingy or whatever, and I'm just going to tie off our tag right there, and then I'm adding a little glue to the knot. I think the knot would be okay, but I wasn't sure, so I just decided to add a little bit of hot glue there. We're going to cut the excess away, and then once I do that, I'm going to take one of these what is it? A pre-tied bow. It's one of the little miniature pre-tied burlap bows. I'm going to cut some tails down on this, and we're going to cover up that hole on that tag. And once, sorry guys, my voice is going. I really think my allergies are about to flare up, but I hope not. Anyway, so sorry if I sound like Froggy. Going in and out now. But once we get that done, I did take a little dab of hot glue and put it behind the tag. Now, I can pretty much promise you guys, I'm so sorry for my voice. I can pretty much promise you guys that it's probably going to pop a loose, but it's okay. It's still going to dangle and be cute. So here I'm just adding in a few of those floral picks, and I added in the fuller one from Hobby Lobby just to create a fuller base for it. I love it. Now, you guys will remember this project from a couple of months ago where I used a clothing pattern to do decoupage on this. I'm going to call it a vase, okay? And I just swapped out the florals. I took out the green, added in the fall color florals, and I love this. Now, in that front piece, I should have made it interchangeable, but it still works here. It still absolutely works here. I love this. All right, and here we are, Lovies, in the final reveal. If you are still here writing with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I am truly thankful, and I am truly blessed to have you guys be here with me each and every week. So, Lovies, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, because I love to chat with you guys after each and every video. So keep those comments coming. And of course, you guys know the age-old question: do you have a favorite of today? I know some of you guys are not ready for fall. I know y'all still love this summer heat, but I gotta tell y'all, this 100-degree heat is taking your girl out with these hot flashes, okay? So I love fall. I love winter. I'm ready for it. I don't, I like the snow. I just don't like shoveling the snow, but I'm ready for the cooler weather. But I just love fall. I love the colors of fall. And when I was doing this final reveal, guys, I just stood back And I was like, okay, do I need to start taking some of this stuff downstairs and putting it up already? But I did not, because again, it's still 100 plus degrees here in Kansas. so, so I did not, but I did stand back and admire it. I absolutely love it. It really does scream fall to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a favorite. And once you like the video, lovies, don't forget to hype that video because it does help your girl out as well. And if you want to support my channel in other ways, you can do so by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/craftaway with May. It just helps me with supplies and such. But if you can't, I'm just happy to have you here. All right, lovies, so don't worry about that part. And until the next video, lovies, be safe, be kind, hugs and kisses, XOXO. Bye.